We live. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing help well better understand the self. What's good, family? Reality aims well. Tapping in, man. I appreciate y'all, fam. Yeah, I let that play. I started another live, y'all, because I wanted that one strictly for Sheila McCormick, surfers. But we're gonna tap into some of the family, how they feeling about Ghana. We're gonna tap in. The Ghana president was in Philly, and how everybody feeling about the Ghana president, man, and him pushing reparations, trying to get our reparations. But without further ado, fam, make sure y'all hit that like button. He pushed me on the algorithm. We're gonna open up the chat too in a little bit, but we're gonna get it in for the night. Salute, fam. But y'all hit that like button for me. Let's
historical wrongs as a leverage point in an attempt to reallocate modern resources to people and nations who are distantly related to the historical victims. For these reasons, the United States will vote no on this resolution. Thank you.
Now, I didn't do a whole lot of research. I read a couple of articles, and I gather from those articles that I read is the text of the resolution basically frames slavery as a historical atrocity, which it was. And the consequences still shape racial inequality, discrimination. It still affecting the global systems, labor, property, capital. It explicitly says reparations are a concrete step towards correcting the wrongs of the transatlantic slave trade. Furthermore, from what I gathered, from what I read, the resolution doesn't provide any type of legal payout. All it does, it mainly is about official recognition, recognizing that the transatlantic slave trade is the gravest atrocity against humanity.
And we don't care about all of that. We care about the money. What's up with the land, the resources that we supposed to get that we got robbed?
History. It encourages governments to apologize. But when it comes to talking about who's going to get compensated, how much will people get compensated, when will people get compensated, there's no discussion about that in the resolution. You had 123 countries vote for the resolution. You had 3 who voted against the resolution. Those 3 are Argentina, Israel, and the United States. And you had...
Y'all see that, though, them 3? The little hats ain't trying to pay out. We already know who
52 countries abstained. They didn't vote for, and they didn't vote against. And here's the conversation that I'm seeing that's taking place out on social media regarding the passing of this resolution. You have people celebrating. You have people out in the diaspora, across the diaspora, people over in Ghana because, their president brought the resolution to the UN and it passed, so they're celebrating. You don't see a lot of Black Americans talking about this or celebrating.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account.
This. I can't speak for all Black Americans, so I'm going to speak for myself. I recognize that on some level, this is a win, right? Like the president of Ghana said, this resolution will safeguard against forgetting the atrocities of the transatlantic slave trade, right? We know here in the United States, they are working hard to try to whitewash slavery here in the United States. So this resolution does help to safeguard that, but it doesn't go beyond that. It recommends that governments apologize for slavery it recommends that governments apologize for slavery. Are there any consequences for governments not apologizing for slavery? No. It's the first step to talk about reparative justice. Well, what are the follow-up steps? The resolution doesn't talk about follow-up steps. Are there meetings being scheduled in the future to keep this going,
Yeah,
to keep this
Combo, what's
discussion
good, man?
going?
First class.
And when it comes to reparations,
Guys is
what
here.
does that look like? The reparations, it's not talked about in the resolution. It doesn't say reparations could look like checks cut. It could look like 40 acres and a mule. It could look like free education. It could look like, it doesn't specifically talk about
They ain't trying to. It's something just to, for the Congressional Black Caucus, the Democrats, the UN, and Ghana. We ain't looking at this as a win.
reparations and what that looks like across the world. But I understand why Ghana is celebrating. They are proud of their president. And as a Black American, and in knowing that African countries has done nothing for Black Americans, I don't trust that African countries, including Ghana, would do anything regarding this resolution to benefit Black Americans. So, does it deserve to be celebrated? Absolutely. Am I celebrating?
92%.
No, I am not.
123 countries voted yes, and 3 voted no. Today, the UN adopted a resolution declaring the transatlantic slave trade the gravest crimes against humanity and calling for reparations to the descendants of enslaved Africans and those affected by the transatlantic slave trade. That would be me. They said the gravest crimes against humanity recorded in history, and 3 countries voted no. The United States is not real, and Argentina. Now, I need you to sit with that for just a moment, because those 3 countries voting no, they didn't just vote no on reparations today, okay? These are the same 3 governments currently dismantling every institution, every policy, and every framework designed to name white supremacy and address it. And that is not a coincidence. Under this administration, the United States has gutted DEI, eliminated diversity offices all across the federal government, defunded the programs tracking racial inequity. And on the UN floor today, the U.S. ambassador said the quiet part out loud, saying we do not recognize a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time. Let me translate that. Enslaving millions of African people, millions of human beings, was not a crime then, so no debt owed, no accountability need be taken. Argentina. Javier Milei, who has already been called the Trump of South America, shut down Argentina's National Institute Against Discrimination, Xenophobia, and Racism in his first year in office. He called it a sinister body used for ideological persecution. And baby, Argentina has an extensive history of racist ideology built on the notion of European supremacy. The belief that Argentina was built by European immigrants, and they believe that Africans, Latinos, and indigenous cultural influences are irrelevant and, in fact, undesirable. So yeah, Argentina voted no, but honestly, did we expect anything else? And then we got Is Not Real, engaged in a military campaign that is right now under examination for genocide. A baby-ass country who is demanding that the entire world recognize its historical trauma while denying and refusing to recognize the historical trauma of Black people. Yuck! So 123 countries said, you know what, this happened. It was a crime. It was horrific, and a debt needs to be paid. And 3 countries said, we don't owe you shit. But those are just the 3 countries that said it out loud. Because I peeped the 52 others that didn't vote yes, so you might as well have voted no, because why not? But anyway, the resolution has been adopted, and today is a historical day. And not because of a white man who claims to be part of the Cherokee Nation being sworn in as DHS Secretary.
The United States obviously voted no to Ghana's reparations resolution that they presented to the UN. And I don't know what was in the full docket, but I guess it made it seem like slavery was kind of an atrocity of, I guess the Americas or maybe the United States between just the 15th and the 19th century. And what they were saying was slavery started before the 15th century and it continued after the 19th century. So basically, they came in to a business operation that was already going on. Ghana was already, it wasn't even established as Ghana, but that region of West Africa was already engaged in slave trading. So for them to ask for reparations, it's like, how are you going to ask for reparations for an operation that you were involved in and continue?
Salute everybody in the chat, man. What's good? Levon, Call Dog, got FBA Convo. Salute, man. We going over this Ghana trying to steal reparations. They actually was in Philly tonight, so we're gonna go over a little bit of that, and I want to hear y'all talk. But without further ado, let me
continue to this day to still be involved in. It's still slave trading going on, not just in West Africa, but North Africa, other parts of Africa. So it just doesn't, it's just like, come on now, it doesn't add up, doesn't even make sense. And then my thing is, y'all weren't even the actual victims of it. The victims were the people who were actually trafficked from that area and brought to the Americas. The descendants of those people would be the ones who would be owed the reparations, not the people that sold them into it or who was doing business with the colonizers to sell them into it. And then another thing is that if America was to give reparations to Africa, right? The problem with that, another on top of all the problems, would be technically, you already know how this would go. It would fall on the taxpayers, AKA us, including Black Americans. Our taxes would skyrocket. And basically, we would end up paying reparations to Africa for selling our ancestors into slavery. So it's kind of like double dipping. So the victims, the descendants of the victims will end up paying the people that sold them into misery as reparations, like, because that's how it would go. It wouldn't be the government paying for it. It would be the average everyday citizen paying for it, including us. So we would end up paying them for reparations for an atrocity that they were involved in. Makes absolutely no sense.
We got to go over that.
Peace. Because once again, it's on. Let's see what got FBA aggravated today, my lord. UN votes to recognize slavery as the gravest crime against humanity, my lord. Ghana pushes UN to back reparations to historic slave trade. It's time for the UN to formally recognize the transatlantic slave trade as a crime against humanity. Ghana pushes UN resolution to recognize slave trade as a crime against humanity. You get the point. Now, before we get all aggravated like we usually do, my lord, because I know we have a problem with Ghana speaking up on Black Americans' behalf, or that's how it seems to be, even though they are in the landmass where it was the center for the transatlantic slave trade and it was also affected. But that ain't the point that I'm getting at. Anytime that we mad at another group speaking up for us, we should look at our own disorganization and say, Ghana is a nation and their government is speaking up for this issue. Where is our government? Umar ain't our head of state. Tariq ain't our head of state. Farrakhan ain't our head of state. None of the Moors are our head of states. We don't have a head of state. We don't have no senators. We don't have a parliament. We don't have a government. We need a government. A people that is a nation supposed to have a government, borders, military, currency, think nation. Furthermore, this is empty symbolism at this point because the UN already designated the transatlantic slave trade as a crime against humanity. My lord, let's examine the file. The Durban Declaration and Program of Action, DDPA, adopted at the UN World Conference Against Racism in Durban, South Africa in 2001, explicitly recognized that slavery and the...
No, but they kicked him out of Philly, though? I want to see that, man. They got some videos of that, fam? I'm just saying they kicked him out of Philly. That's crazy. We're going to have to get back to this one, man, if they kicked homie. That's crazy, though, fam. I got you if they try that in Detroit. Shout out to Detroit, man.
Slave trade, including the transatlantic slave trade, are a crime against humanity and should always have been so. Now, if we're looking at it from a political landscape, it could be a play for Ghana and America, the United States of America, to finally do away with the reparations argument, meaning they can give Ghana trinkets, a small amount of funds or whatever, cut out some of their foreign aid and say, yeah, we paid reparations, so Black Americans, y'all have no gripe against us anymore. Furthermore, it should always point back to our own disorganization, because nobody can speak up for us if we're well organized. Think nation. It's peace of his peace. Also, it's been Black Americans working to get reparations for us for the longest. And Cobra is one group, whether you agree with them or not, that's been at the forefront of that battle for the longest. The National Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America. My Lord, you see that 87.
Brandon who? First class. Salute. Appreciate the Brandon who? Anybody know this Defiant Brandon? I would say Detroit next, but I ain't heard nothing. No, they really going on a tour, fam? Don't tell me they really touring.
And let's keep it 1,000. Even before Nkoba, Republic of New Africa was fighting for reparations way back in the 60s, my Lord. And they are the founders of Nkoba. Let's examine the file. See that? National Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America. Amari Obadeli, Chokwe Lumumba, founders. Amari Abubakari Obadeli, A Matter of War, Amari Obadeli, all enslavement in the 13 colonies in the United States, the Republic of New Africa, and reparations. Yeah. And he was a lawyer. Put some respect on his name, my Lord. Peace to the God.
Oh, this wasn't on the news. To my knowledge, this was not on the news. You let me know if you saw this on the news yesterday. Okay, so yesterday, the United Nations met, and there was a vote that was taken, spearheaded by Ghana's president. And thank you, Ghana. The UN is urging reparations for slavery's historical wrongs. And they took a vote whether or not to name the transatlantic slave trade as the worst crime amongst humanity. After the vote was taken, it was huge applause. Look it up. There were 123 countries in favor of naming slavery as the worst crime amongst humanity. There were 52 countries that abstained from voting. That's, in my opinion, a no vote, because why would you abstain? There were 3 countries that said no, it wasn't. Guess who the 3 countries were? And I'll show you the vote at the end of this talk. But my point is, when you see the countries and you see how they voted, stop spending money. Stop traveling to these countries and putting money into their economy. I had to tell my cousin yesterday, him and his family, I found out, went on a vacation to Florida. And I was like, why would you go there? And he was like, I don't like their politics, but I like Florida. I said, make that make sense, because you just put money into their economy. Ghana's president, and I'm going to read, quote, started the vote by saying, today we come together in solemn solidarity to affirm truth and pursue a route to healing.
Hey, it's Black people in Florida, and we need y'all. We need that economy. We building our own economy down here. Yeah, she like, don't come to Florida. It's black people got businesses down here. What is you talking about, lady?
And reparative justice. That's an important statement right there. Because for those white people who wonder why we can't move on, because it wasn't acknowledged properly, the accountability was not taken properly. He goes on to say, for more than 400 years, millions of people were stolen from Africa, put in shackles, and shipped to the New World to toil in cotton fields and sugar and coffee plantations under scorching heat and the crack of a whip. Now, I'm not going to compare one tragedy amongst an ethnicity against the other. I'm not downplaying the Holocaust. I'm not downplaying the land stolen from Native Americans, because they all have a bad stain.
Yeah, I mean, listen, she tripping, talking about don't come to Florida. Like, what? You finna, it's some black businesses down here that need your support. I don't know, I ain't like that, Lavon, but we coming. She tripping. Yeah, she tripping on don't come to Florida. Man, that's crazy.
On history. Getting back to the three that said no, which ones do you think? Israel, Argentina, and the United States. No surprise there. Let me read what the representative from the United States said. Dan Negria said, and I quote, "The text was highly problematic in countless respects. He regretted that Washington must once again remind this body that the United Nations exists to maintain international peace and security, and was not founded to advance narrow, specific interests and agendas, to establish niche international days, nor to create new costly meeting and reporting mandates." The hypocrisy is unreal. He went on to say, furthermore, the U.S. does not recognize a legal right to reparations for historical wrongs that were not illegal under international law at the time they occurred. Everyone has gotten a bit of justice other than African Americans. And I'm not saying that justice makes up for things, but the Jewish people got reparations for the Holocaust. Native Americans can attend universities and schools free, and they get some other monetary things. I'm not saying that suffices. African Americans has got nothing but continuous racism. Even the UN secretary, and I quote, said, "Now we must remove the persistent barriers that prevent so many people of African descent from exercising their right and realizing their potential." He went on to urge countries to drive action to eradicate systematic racism. So while other countries will be working to eradicate, what's the United States doing? Well, we see what they're doing. And I want other ethnicities to think.
I gotta pull that up, man. It's some video of it, Tania. Send me a video, man. H3. Herschel Reed, what's good, family?
About this. The countries where enslaved Africans were taken from also suffered a hollowing out, lost generations who potentially could have helped that country to prosper. This is why so much of there is a breakdown in our family structure.
Salute, Tania.
Don't spend your tax dollars in these countries.
So let's talk about this reparations thing, because a lot of people don't understand why people were upset when the guy from Ghana came over. Was it the president? And he laid reefs down at a memorial.
Yeah, Ains. Well, I just found out they was in Philly, man. I thought you probably are. You know what I'm saying? You got it. For real. Let's go, fam.
For Black American forefathers. Okay. Now, so this whole thing, this whole reparations thing, okay, is a lot of people feel like Africa, the African Union, different countries in Africa, particularly on the West Coast, should not tie themselves to Black American reparations for many reasons. Number one,
salute, Queen.
The nature of the injury is not the same. Okay, the nature of the injury is not the same, and the remedy isn't going to be the same. That's just the bottom line. So let's say, for instance, the United States. Let's say colonization. Well, Africa was colonized. Yeah, they were colonized, but they weren't colonized by the United States. The only particular place that was quote unquote, you could say, colonized by the U.S. was Liberia, but that wasn't the same type of colonization at all. It definitely wasn't. It was the American Colonial Society going over there making an actual deal with the indigenous people in that area at the time, and they said, yeah, y'all can relocate free Black Americans and Caribbean people over there, and they can live over here. That's what that was. It wasn't the colonization that took place across.
Shout out to Philly, man. We got a couple Philly representatives in here, Ainswell and Queen G. Philly steppers. He put FBA would get nothing out of Ghana gaining reparations. No, man, they would have just busted down with they
Africa from countries like Germany, France, and all those other places. Okay, in Europe. Okay, so that's number one. But number two is the fact that, like, everyone knows that many African leaders in West Africa helped set up the transatlantic slave trade. Everybody knows that, right? So that's and we don't need to go into it. It's just the truth. Many of them helped set up the transatlantic slave trade and participated in it and got what they wanted out of it. Whether they got wealthy or not off of it is one thing, but it was a trade. That's the key word, trade. Okay, and that's where the point of no return comes in. Is that my forefathers were cut off, meaning they didn't want us no more. Okay, so it looks like now this repair the damage thing. You really can't repair that damage. Not in that sense. Like I said, because the nature of the injury is different. Okay. Whereas during colonization, first off, colonization did not last nearly as long as the transatlantic slave trade or slavery in the United States of America and oppression in the United States of America to Black Americans, period. It didn't. In the United States of America, that thing lasted, we're going to say, from 16th century all the way through Jim Crow. Okay. That's not colonization. Colonization of Africa did not start. No, it's totally different. It's totally different. That whole breakup of the continent, that whole takeover, that whole bum rush of the continent didn't happen until way later, after the slave trade was over. Okay, it didn't last for centuries. So, like I said before, the nature of the injury is different. So, and that's why people are offended, because it's like, wait a minute, why are you trying to take what belongs to specifically Black Americans and say you want to split up what Black Americans were getting reparations? You want to split it up throughout the whole of Africa, and that's not cool. That's really not cool, because then what will that do? That will actually take from Black America what belongs to Black America, and that honestly belongs to Black America. And here's another thing I just thought about. While several other places continue.
No, Tania, tell us what happened. What happened, Tania? Tell us the story. Give us the drop.
You to need, I'm gonna say, quote unquote, need African enslaved directly from the continent. That wasn't the case for the United States of America. Okay, that was not the case. We were, what do they call it? We were involved in what was called the Second Middle Passage. That was within the United States of America, because they'd already, how am I gonna say this? The United States wasn't constantly, at that particular time, there was a point, I believe it was the early 1800s. They weren't bringing in loads of African people into the United States of America directly from the continent. That was more happening in the Caribbean and in Brazil. Okay, that's documented fact. We were reproducing here in the United States, period. And that's what that second trade thing I was talking about. Because not only, and you would have to go into, I'm not going into the history of the United States of America, and that has a lot to do with that one drop rule too. Okay, because we were all Black based off of one drop rule. It wasn't based off of people coming from Africa. If you follow what I'm saying, it wasn't based off that. Okay, we had generations. Our generations had survived in the United States of America, where a lot of in the Caribbean and in Brazil, they had to keep getting enslaved from Africa longer because a lot of them were dying. It was very brutal, far more brutal conditions down there. Okay, so there are a lot of reasons why it's not understood why Africa or especially West Africa will continue to latch itself to Black America in that sense of reparations. Because what happened in the United States of America, as far as oppression and everything else, had nothing to do with the continent of Africa. Not saying Africa does not deserve.
To me, I'm reading the story like, and all I can see is I can smell the must. I calmed her down real quick though. That's crazy.
Reparations, but they deserve it more from Europe, based on whatever happened during colonization over there. To say that, okay, we're gonna just go ahead and make everybody get, then that mean everybody get nothing. That's what it looks like to me. If everybody want to get the same thing from the same people, that means everybody's gonna get nothing. Because and I'm gonna say this too, some of the larger ethnic groups in Africa today are the ones that benefited back then, which is why they're the larger ones today. From the and I'm gonna say this like this, because the larger tribes on the continent of Africa during the transatlantic slave trade were the ones pillaging and taking the lives of other smaller tribes and absorbing them into their own tribe or sending them off in the transatlantic slave trade. So a lot of Black Americans, as well as Caribbean and others, would not ever know who their ancient forefathers actually were because of the absorption. So basically, taking reparations from Black Americans and then basically rewarding those who took the lives of our ancient forefathers, right? Is the same thing white folk did when Black Americans got set free. They gave them reparations and rewarded them instead of giving it to us. So basically, all of our reparations should belong to us. They should never belong to white people. Talking about for their loss. It's the same thing. White Americans got paid for their loss. Okay. And now it seems like West African leaders, and I say that on purpose, it seems like West African leaders want to get paid by claiming.
Yeah, y'all salute, man. I wanna see that what y'all had with street media. Yeah, I happen to see street media TV on the scene. Yeah, I see he got an hour video of him on the scene, but I thought maybe I could have got some real. They can't wear deodorant into kryptonite. You put deodorant is like garlic for vampires. Man, that's crazy y'all say that, right? Because I remember when I used to go to school and it was definitely the Caribbeans. When they sweat, it just smelled totally different, like something you never smelled before. I used to remember that. It was like you could tell by when kids sweat that they was from a particular island. The smell of they sweat, that was crazy. Them funky. But yeah, though. But yeah, y'all, they had Ghana getting kicked out of there. Us. I seen what's her name standing on business. Philly, pretty much. Tearing up your nostrils. Yeah, but it's definitely some truth to that, man. They got a particular. Only 4% of the slave trade came here, so we already here. That started 1600. That's what I'm saying, fam. Like, I believe all of that. They brought them over here we already debunked that. Salute, peace in my garden. Only 4% of the slave trade came here, so we already here. That started 1600. We was prisoners of war in Portugal since 1492. So Africa just using our struggle to get a bag. Made me want to throw up when I used to eat lunch at work. You don't go feed that damn dog. Man, my dog is fat, man. He eat too much. He wants some attention. Rocky. Man. First class citizen put made me want to throw up. Let me let him in here, y'all. Hold on. Let me let my dog in. He's tripping. Yo, my bad, y'all, my bad. He put people think we joking. People think we joking when we call them until they get close enough. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's definitely, you gonna know, for real.
A loss of the people they enslaved, of the people their forefathers enslaved purposely and sent off. Yeah, that right there. We've already been through this before over here in the United States of America, and that's why, and that's exactly why it doesn't sit right with Black Americans, because Black Americans tend to know a lot more history, and we know that white Americans got paid for their loss. Also, in Europe, the same thing happened. Europeans got paid for a loss of enslaved. So the same thing they're trying to do, these leaders over here are trying to do. That's what it seems like. Don't get mad at me. It's the truth. It looks like West African leaders are trying to get paid because of the loss of the enslaved that their forefathers captured. I'm dead serious. That's what's like. That's what it looks like. I mean, somebody tell me something different. I don't know if I'm saying it right, because this is just off the top of the dome, but like that's what it looks like. So you're trying to do the same thing. The white enslavers got paid. The freaking European enslavers got paid, and now the African enslavers want to get paid. Okay, the African enslavers shouldn't even get paid. What should go down is that whatever reparations come through needs to go. If West Africa gets reparations from Europe, it does not need to go to the leadership, because we know that's a generational thing. That's like you inherit the throne, and you inherit the throne a lot of times. Right now, just screw that. No. You go down there and you give it to the folks that you know, because you do know. That's facts. You do know. It's a lot of people who not rich and who not in those. It's a lot of them people that didn't get it. Bypass that whole leadership thing, because you're doing the same thing and you're trying to work away. It's a workaround. All I see is these leaders in Europe and everywhere else trying to work around actually giving the reparations to who deserves reparations. Trying to say, okay, we're gonna help. No, you're not. What you're gonna do is you're gonna try and come over here, because white America for the longest time did not want to do it. So they got African leaders over here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you're going to. This is what it looks like to me. You're going to say that symbolically Black Americans are yours. Okay. So then when we do the reparations, these are all leaders. We're gonna get it, and nobody else gonna get anything anyway. Because when have they stopped working together? They haven't. When have African leaders stopped working with European leaders? They haven't. When has it stopped?
Right. So y'all want to tie us to that African American stuff. That's why we got named that, because they got a good tie. They got a good lock on Africa. For real, family. I was thinking the same is. J Money, what's good, family? Yeah, man, this whole African American, it was a whole setup play from the beginning. They know that. You know, we used to 80 plus days regular. And that ain't what James Brown meant. Yeah, family. I want to see this this Ghana thing y'all was talking about. I also seen Smallhead trying to claim reparations too. Yeah, they definitely they definitely need them. They the ones who didn't vote against it. That's crazy. We know they the ops. Check it out though, y'all, fam. I gotta see what they were talking about.
He was in there selling us out. He was in there selling us out. He was in there talking that Pan-African shit. Yeah, he a Pan-African. Bro, I've been to Africa, bro. They don't practice no Pan-Africanism, man. They don't. They practice tribalism. Bro.
Right. They don't go to Africa trying to get them to practice Pan-Africanism. They only talk to us in America about that. They don't go to them different tribes like, hey, brother, y'all need to, we brothers. They don't go to them with that. Let me let this play. My bad, y'all.
He got a known figure in the Pan-African community. Yeah. You know who practiced Pan-African? You know who the only group was practicing Pan-Africanism? Black Americans. We was up until the last 2 years ago. We was. Yeah. Who you think created the Ma'afa and all them terms and everything? Yeah. African American. Yeah. What's up, y'all? The president of Ghana, yeah, he here at Temple University, man, speaking on behalf of reparations, man. So, no, my issue is when did they have a sit down and say, well, who's going to speak on behalf? Who the fuck nominated him? That's my issue. It ain't got nothing to do with the Ghanaian people. Who nominated him? What's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a long time, man. How you doing? I've been around, man. You start working out?
I stopped.
Yeah. Gaining weight. You got to get back in there, man. Yeah. People coming in. Yeah, in Philly. At Temple. I know Malefi Asante was in there. Yeah, I know he was in there on the thing, the stand talking. I'm trying to see. It might be. Yeah, we disagree with the president, man. Speaking on behalf of reparations, because nobody gave there was never no sit down, like nobody who okayed it. You know what I'm saying? Like as Black Americans, we don't agree with that. We don't have what say so that we got it. Like you speaking on behalf of our reparations.
Right, they got to go through court enforcement, man. We the code enforcement right now. So anything, y'all, they got to go through us to get. They got to get permission to do stuff to talk to our babies.
Here, no, bro. Like everybody should have a delegate that should speak on something. How you just get the podium and go say the transatlantic slave trade? No, bro. No, like everybody got their own history. You know what I'm saying on certain things. So it's not about the Ghanaian people. It's about the leadership. As always in every country, the leaders tell everybody else how things should be and how things should go. And we disagree with that. You know, we've been going to the United Nations on behalf of ourselves. You know, we
but it's not they're not saying the negative part. What are they trying to say?
He taking the thing to the UN. He's taking the thing to the UN on behalf of the diaspora.
Right.
Now, but we disagree with that because the thing is, there should be some form of a conversation as to how you just get to be nominated.
No, they had a conversation.
Not with Black Americans because we don't agree with that because we part of the diaspora. Everybody been sitting scratching their head like, where did this come from? All levels. Now, who sells us out is those Democrats in high position. But they don't ask the people. What your opinion is. They just go and do it.
Right.
And this is the problem, and it causes clashes between the groups. I mean, it's bullshit.
FBA Oakland, man. Salute to the family.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
The grassroots is in the building.
I mean, you got, but think about it though. What's up, brother? Thank you, man. Thank you, man. I'm trying my best, man. About it. You gonna go to the UN and you gonna go complain about reparations. Then let me tell you something, man. I don't care if you in Africa, if you in America, you ain't got no military to defend your shit. Nobody's giving you anything. They took that shit in blood. You think they gonna give it back? Come on, man. I'm not giving you nothing. You asking a devil to give you something that they took.
Wait, was that?
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. Is that Ghanaian? Is that Ghana's peoples out there, or is that who he talking to? Y'all let me know in the chat, man.
Yeah, I'm live right now. Yeah, yeah. When everybody come out, yeah. I'm gonna go around the back though, because I want to see when he come out. Go around the back and see when he come out. How you doing, though, man? Yeah. You seen it when he was speaking?
I just got here.
Oh, you just got here. Okay. Please speech to the people coming in the room, man. I'm standing outside Temple University.
We gonna have to cancel Temple University because Temple University gotta be the ops for them to even want to conduct something like this. Temple University is suspect, fam.
Yeah. You be watching my channel? I got that. Yeah. You know I'll be going there. Yeah. Street Media TV.
Street media finna start being in them streets, man. This is the first time I seen the homie in the streets. We gonna have to get in the streets with these channels, man.
Yeah.
Street media.
Yeah, Street Media TV on YouTube. Yeah, we ain't got nothing to get. Yeah, but I'm heavy on YouTube though. Yeah, we ain't got nothing against nobody else. We just want to speak. We need to be able to speak on behalf of ourselves. Yeah, Street Media TV.
George always in the street.
There's a lot of red tape that come with that, man. And then when you deal with him himself, the tribe he come from, man, he's descendant of the tribe that was selling our people, man. Like we got a problem with that.
Yeah, it's not true.
Huh?
It's not true.
No, that nigga from the Ganja tribe. He's from which tribe? The Ganja tribe of Ghana. Ganja, yes. He is.
No, but it's not.
Man, yes, they did, man. That's true. Yes, they did sell people, man. Go ahead.
Who wrote that history?
We already know who wrote the history book, but let me say this.
No.
Oh, hold on.
Why would you? The history book was good, right? Justified.
Right.
The shit I was
there you go. I agree. I agree with you.
If you do something wrong,
Volo.
Somebody, are you gonna what do you call it?
But I'll let you finish, and then I give my spiel.
Are you gonna say that I'm the
Wait
one
for them to come out, y'all?
I'm the one who killed this person?
No. I agree with you to a extent, but let me respond to that. Before the European came in, we had kingdoms. We had already had our own forms of slavery. You ever hear of the Kanem-Barnu Empire that ruled the sub-Saharan slave trade amongst Africans? Because we were already conquering different kingdoms like that. We already had our form of slavery before the Arabs and the European came in, what they had over there. So what happened was they was already selling slaves to different groups. The Ashanti people invaded the Gonja tribe, and they was forcing them to give slaves. What they did was in turn sell slaves to the European. That's how we got here. The European wasn't no somebody Superman. He couldn't get into the interior. He couldn't get into the interior of Africa like that. He had help. Now that don't mean that everybody did it. But this is the thing where people gotta think. History is history, man. We already know that they're liars. But the thing is, Africa was complicit in a lot of things. That don't mean that it was all Africans, but it was African nations that did that shit. Not the people on the ground, it's the fucking nation. And the thing is, he's a spokesman for the group that's speaking for reparations. That's what we got a problem with that, and we have a right to speak to that. It's not about hate or hating anybody. It's like, yo, wait a minute, man. So, but it's a conversation that got to be had, because we need to be in control of our own destiny, like anybody else should. I mean, you know, Ghana, what happened in Ghana and certain groups of Ghana.
Facts, fam. I don't believe like the story that they trying to use as well. It don't add up. We already did the research. I talked about it on that channel. That's not how we got here. It wasn't 18 million Africans that came over here. I ain't even gonna say 18 million. I think they said 3. It wasn't 3 million that came over here on the boat, family.
That was stolen. He can speak on behalf of that, but we've been here for 500 years now. You understand what I'm saying?
Outside. It's full. You can't even go inside. Right.
I'm waiting for the people. Oh shit! Hold on, y'all.
Us accepting the narrative that we was brought over here, it eliminates us from our land. They're gonna be like, oh well, Ghana's your land. And family, he used to have a channel teaching history and all other types of educational stuff. Let him go.
Why this joint ain't something wrong with my thing, my comment section? Yeah, I'm waiting for them to come out. Yeah, but a lot of people don't think that we know the history. We know the history, man. We know. You gotta understand something, right? From an African perspective, they got it, but from our perspective, it's part of our history. Like we studied our history for 500 years. I mean, you know, for things that happened to us and what happened to us here. Hold on, I can't see. Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm waiting for them to come out. I can't get my comment section. Yeah. Shit. I can't get my comment section for some reason. Something. Hold on, y'all. We're still waiting for them to come out. I can't see the comments. Yeah, I'm here in Philly. Y'all know Philly got a very, very large Ghanaian population. So the guy I was just talking to was from Ghana. I've known for probably over 25 years. Oh, that's the police commissioner. So hold it for me real quick. I gotta try to fix my comment section. I can't see the comments. Yeah, they gonna come out in a minute, but we out here at Temple University. Hold on.
For $2,000, you see I'm not good at math. He was gonna sell me a passport. Oh wow, why did I pay $800 for a residency permit when I just could have paid $2,000 for a passport? But since they lynch people because they're savages and animals, they literally said, oh my God, look at your skin color. You can't be fucking Ghanaian because we gotta be black and you gotta be dark to be a real black person. Hebrew means tricky, cunning, dog, white person. They call me that every day. So that's why I'm standing out here in fucking pain. My body literally hurts. I was trying to show my Ghana card because these fucking savages and animals who have the 8th lowest IQ in the world, right? They lynch people because they have a Ghana card. My ex was in the army. By the way, I love you to death.
Shout out to Philly though, man. Philly people seem like they stand on principles in general. One thing I know, I got some family out there in Philly. But that t-shirt.
Still speak to them. That's been around. But I digress. My ex did not know that I had
I can't see the comments, y'all, for some reason. Hold on.
Oh, we talking about Big Mom.
Show comments on stage.
We're fucking savages and animals. We don't know goddamn it's a nationality.
I can't see the comments.
I missed that. I used to get stopped all the time by
that. Here we go. I think I can see it now.
Oh, wait a minute. It was showing this is not all of the Black American women murdered in Ghana. And Cheryl Parker had
protesting.
Tyrone from North Philly, but this is the Ashanti Kina. And this is Umtufu, the Ashanti Kina. She had this motherfucker at city council. Who the fuck is that? He just came off the went to City Hall and was like, hey, I'm the Ashanti King. That's the Ashanti King. So Cheryl Parker, I have photos with her too, but I wrote the article and I even told it to WNBR, the NPR. They were like, so what's up?
They in here deep too. Gotta close the whole thing. I can't get my comment. I don't know what's up with the comments, so I can't see the comments. And I got my glasses. I can't see a damn thing. Here security said they can't see me. No. I know you can't. I'm just facing that way. Yeah. Here security said they was giving him dirty looks and they was looking at him like he was a peasant when he was walking through. They came through head deep. I'm trying to see if I can go around the side. Hold on. I want to go around the side when he come out. If he can look for, cause he gonna come out from back there. Y'all know Umar Johnson came out. Y'all know he was in there Pan-African in it up.
No. Umar was up in the building.
Huh? Go ahead, bro. Yeah, he was good. Yeah. I can't even see. Oh yeah, Umar Johnson. Yeah, you know Umar Johnson was saying hit the cash app. Scamming ass Umar Johnson. Hit the cash app. Umar Johnson is a scammer. Man, he been connecting that school since 1619. He been connecting since 1619. I thought Ghana was gonna give it to him. He paying super Pan-African. Yeah, I thought y'all was gonna give it to him, man.
Hey, listen, we got free land out there. He gonna do whatever you want. That's a black thing, did it.
Yeah, I thought Ghana was gonna give it to him, man. Give him the school. Yeah, the money for the school. I thought y'all was gonna give it to him, man. Man, scam. Y'all heard? They said unless he building it in Ghana, they ain't giving him a red cent. Y'all heard the Ghanaians? They said it got to be in Ghana. Y'all give him free land? They said they gonna give him free land, but they ain't giving him nothing here. See? See? Well, he's been collecting since 1619. Yeah, he was like, yeah. Hey, listen, the Ghanaians said they not giving Umar a red cent unless he in Africa. That's what they just said. Y'all hear him? Oh man. We waiting for the president to come out. We waiting for him to come out deep. Let's go back there.
Yeah. So they said that in their embassy. And so
I don't know why this thing is showing like that.
And talking about let's flood it with negative reviews.
I can't see my comments.
Selling, scamming. Oh, by the way, he's a billionaire from the and the Ashanti.
What's up, y'all? Hey, listen, we didn't even know. We didn't know that they was going to be here. They kind of kept it quiet. He tried to go to Lincoln University and they shut that down. The people over there at the college at Lincoln shut that down. So he ended up coming here, the Temple. But you know he won't come here because they got the African studies under Malefi Asante, right? But it's not a lot of people out here because people wasn't they didn't let people know that they was coming. So y'all know when I found out, I came down here as soon as possible. But you know, Ghana's Africans is in full effect. They in full effect down this joint. And then you know you had a lot of the Democratic sellouts. You know, they all up in here, they coming out. Here they come now. You know, the sellout FBAs. They all coming out. I see the comments. I don't know why I can't see the comments, man. I'm gonna try to see when they. I'm trying to see when they're gonna bring them out. I'm trying to see if they're gonna bring them out. They're gonna bring them out through there, right? All right. They're gonna bring them out through there, right? I don't know. Yeah. We allowed to walk down there? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I see. I'm trying to see because I think they're gonna bring him around the back. The president. They took him through the back. They didn't bring him around the front. But y'all heard what them. You heard what them Africans said. They said, "Oh shit!" They said we ain't giving him shit. Yeah. I think they brought him in through this door, right here. So, yeah, I think he went in through this side, but they got the popo right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, they brought him in there because they got the whole caravan right there when he come out. How I zoom in? They got all back here, and the back here is the whole caravan that they came in. I got my water around there. I can't even talk because I can't see the damn the chat like that.
Yeah,
man. But the crazy thing is, man, they try to keep this on.
Yeah, on your phone, you can't like run StreamYard. I tried to do it. Like you can't just run the stream smooth just on your phone. You be seeing problems.
No, that's why there ain't a lot of people. It's not a lot of people out here and shit. But they was in New York. Now they here. I think they said his wife is in DC. And like I said, I've been having conversations with Africans all day before I went live. Like, yo, hold on, let me go back and get my water. Or how do y'all speak on behalf of us? And you see the boy try to say, taking y'all picture? Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Oh shit, hold on. I think I pressed the button. There we go. 1, 2, 3. One more. Well, we the same height. If I could, I'd be taller. All right, man. All right.
They got street media out there taking.
Hold on, y'all.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and get my water real quick.
The Ghanaians got.
Yeah, I tell y'all all the time though. Our biggest sellouts, the biggest sellouts is our own people, man. It's our own people that sell us out, man. So they still in there too, because they in there deep. They filled that whole place up. Yeah, let me get that. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. It's our own people, man. So they Temple got a large Pan-African studies under Malefi Asante. So yeah, they gonna be here. They gonna be here heavy. There's still a lot of people in there. Oh, you can't see? Yeah, I know it's still there in there deep. How you doing? All right. Am I here for the protest? Well, I'm not with them, but I disagree with this, but I ain't here with them. African speaking on behalf of us for reparations. I vehemently disagree with that. And I think a lot of our, I believe that not all, but a lot of our elders are sellers. And they sell our people out, and that's why nothing's never going to change for us.
No,
we don't speak on behalf of ourselves. Whenever the younger generation starts to do something, all they do is shut it down. My whole thing is there was no who said that he could speak on behalf of reparations for Black Americans. So we already know that. That's what I'm saying. We can do that for ourselves. Yeah, I get that. We understand all that, but the UN don't give a damn about that. The UN is the same people that's doing it to them. That's doing it to everybody. That's a misnomer. That's not going to work. No, I'm not part of none of these groups. I'm part of the Foundation of Black Americans. We formed our own young people. We got our own alliances. We're not dealing with none of those foundational Black Americans. And we teach that we are America. Nobody's more American than the blacks in here. We are the foundation of America. And he comes from the Ganja tribe. He comes from the same people that was responsible for selling us. So no, you don't get my whole thing is come and talk with us to find out if we want to come in here to even speak. My whole thing is, I know. I'm familiar with a lot of the groups, but a lot of those groups are practicing Pan-Africanism. With Pan-Africanism, practice Pan-Africanism, but Black Americans. Africans don't practice Pan-Africanism. We know that. And the thing is, a lot of elders can't lie to us no more because we study.
Africans do not practice Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism is only for Americans, fam. Indoctrinating heavy. They gentrified the whole Columbia Ave all the way down to Susquehanna. So it's not surprising that they have that class of indoctrination studies. Well, I'm
51. I've been studying for 30 years. I know that if you're in Ghana and you go to Uganda, you are a foreigner. They do not practice Pan-Africanism. Marimba Ani, Naim Akbar, our people was practicing Pan-Africanism. Not them. That's why we always open up our arms to everybody and let everybody in, but they don't. They gatekeep their culture. I heard him speak already. I heard him speak multiple times. I did 2-hour lectures on him already. I've been studying him for a while. That's how I know who he is and what tribe he comes from. My whole thing, me as a 51-year-old Black man who comes from a descendants of people of here, it's my due diligence to do it. We got a group of kids that's out in the street killing each other. I decide not to do that. I study my history. But that's not the totality of who we are. They need our story to take that to the. So first of all, Paul Robeson already took our story, 1951, to the United Nations. We don't need you to do it. We don't need. They know who we are and what we did. In my opinion, I'm gonna be honest with you, Elder. In my opinion, yeah, you would be my elder. That's out of respect. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you have more wisdom than me. You've been here longer than me. Yes. Yeah. But they don't know anybody. It wasn't post crack era. They wasn't raised. I got 4. Yeah, been married 25 years. Yeah. Married 25 years. We have to speak. If we want things to change within our own communities, we have to teach the children. Okay, I will. I'm live. Yeah. We have to teach our children to speak for themselves.
Look, King, what's
not
good?
On me now. Okay.
I was trying to look up this lady who was
Was Malefi Asante in there? He wasn't in. Oh, that's you. Okay. Yes. Yes, we need to speak for ourselves. We come from people that was already doing this. Hey, Philip Randolph was talking. We don't need Africans to come and take nothing to the thing for us, especially the people that was complicit in selling us. You can't sell us twice. In my opinion, I believe that he's sent here he's being funded by the UN and the Europeans to come do that because they already control. You come from a place where they're extracting all the resources out of your land. You don't get to speak for us. You compromise.
When he went there and lived, what do you think of that?
Well, the boys went there and lived because he changed himself in his early life, selling us out, speaking out against all the people that were speaking up. And then at some point he figured out that that white man was going to never. Yeah. Well, I wasn't a big Garvey fan either though. I didn't like Garvey because Garvey, I was more of an A. Philip Randolph guy. He was a restrictionist and he was for our people. He created the black middle class. And he was the one that said Garvey got to get out of here because Garvey met with the KKK. Remember, he was an immigrant. He came here and met with the KKK against us and was speaking out against us. So I wasn't really what I was more Fannie Lou Hamer and people like that. People that was really on the ground for Daisy Bates. People like them are people that gets erased from history because they want to erase. When he speaks, they want to erase our history. You erasing our history. No, you don't get. We got to stop letting people stand in the gap. We got to stand in the gap for ourselves. We have people that was moving the needle. African leaders came here to study and went back there. So how you come? No, we were the vanguards. No, all that corruption that go on in that country. If they was to give you reparations, what makes you think we gonna get any of it? How is one matriculate back here? We can't go to Ghana and get citizenship today. That's what he said you could. Man, he's a liar. They all African Americans always lie.
Yeah, y'all. Anytime we in our cities, we got to be able to have our people, man, and be able to get boots on the ground just in case we need to. Got to be able to get at least 100 deep in any situation.
We can't go to Ghana right now. It'd be so much red tape to take a long time. And you got to have money in your bank account. So, nah. And a lot of our people going there, we ain't got no money. I don't want to go back there and go to Elmina Castle and go to all them places where you sold my people and have to pay to go there and go to see them out. And it's not about hating them. It's about us sticking up for ourselves. I don't hate the people. It's the government. The people, I don't have, even though some of them come in and say that we don't have no culture and they talk down to us, that's a fact. Yeah, they talk down to us, but a lot of our elders still practicing this Pan-African stuff. They're gonna practice until they die, and they don't. They come here to make money. They don't come here to join our struggle. That's not the '60s.
It may look like him right now.
And all I say is, okay, and just remember this. Now, we meet online. We meet in different places. So. And yeah, I have a big YouTube channel that I'm live now talking to the people now. I didn't put you on it though, but so I'm live now talking to you. Yeah, she said, what's your name again? Elder Judith Robinson said hi. And it's a younger generation. We want better for ourselves. Yeah. And we don't disrespect our elders, but it's just the elders are used to doing it a different way. We don't want to do it that way no more because it's our children dying in the street now, and that a lot of the old ways don't work. It hasn't worked. We got 60, 70 years of history to see that it don't work. So we got to do it.
Shout out to B1 Business. He was on the chat. My guy, B1 Business, man. Salute. What you said, Ainsworth, we got to throw that bat sign. We got to do what that dude did in Alabama. He threw his hat up. That was the code. Go get him.
A different way. But they did the same thing in the Black Power Revolution. It was black people that destroyed them because they called them troublemakers. In the hip hop revolution, they said they was troublemakers. Now us grassroots that disagree with the Democratic Party and the way they doing things.
Yeah, what you mean, street media TV? Precisely. Salute, it's called street media TV. Yeah, man, street media.
we getting called troublemakers. Guess what we getting called by? Our own people.
Hey, you shut up. You know, Tia.
Y'all see? Y'all see when I was talking to the elder, like she was cool, but they just so stuck in the old ways, man, the old ways of doing things, man. But some of them do be listening though.
No, Rocky.
I'm mad I can't see y'all comments like that. And I ain't got my glasses, I can't see shit. Yeah, I can't see. Old head down there going crazy with that bull on. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to see. Damn, I might have missed him when he came. Let me see. I think I was back there too long. Because I think they about to bring him out the back, y'all. He came out. He's coming out now. Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here. Yes.
Great minds think. Great minds eat alike.
Yeah. Oh, they with them. They with the caravan. Oh, see, yeah, he pulling out, y'all. He pulling out.
And they gave him top flight.
Hey, yo.
And they gave him top flight security, like he the president or something. You know what I mean? If that would have been a rapper or a performer, we can go out and touch him. Wait till we jump out. We could touch him, but a president of Ghana, y'all giving him that kind of security?
I should have seen him when he was walking through, like the president and when the president and them came through, they came through real smug, like looking at people up and down, like, man, like the ones they was getting out of Range Rovers and bombed out Suburbans, but they was getting out with real smug, nasty attitudes, looking at you like you was crazy. And I should have been recording earlier. See, they going down the road. Umar said he needed 100,000, man. Y'all come from the kingdom, man. Y'all rich, man. Y'all come from some moves. Y'all got the money, man. He need that money, man. He said he got a guy. Yeah, he said he need $1 million, man. Yeah, I know he got it, man. He the son of the kingdom, of the king. Yeah. He's coming out heavy now. Coming out heavy. Joma Festival.
I see the outfit. I see the African attire. Yeah, he's surrounded by the tribe.
They coming out heavy. I knew they were still in there deep. How you doing? about to go down there.
They said that right in front of all the Africans. That's crazy.
Yeah, yep. Y'all, bro. Hey, come back to the gym, man. I'm going down here with homie on that bullhorn. Go ahead.
He snatch your edges ball though. Damn.
One called the country, wave my flag, and be natural citizen. We ain't doing that. We're not taking a traitor's oath to be a naturalized citizen of another country because they got a Second Amendment and we don't. Go back home and fight for a Second Amendment.
For real, man. Philly do got some of the most passionate, they was a lot. I had some family that was from Philly, and they was the Muslim of my family. Like they were the ones who was always getting people, that you should be Muslim. So I got real. It's like a distinct from me and my family that's from Philly. That's crazy.
You don't need hashtag inside. You don't need hashtag ECOWAS. You don't need the EFF, the ANC. You don't need none of that. The people are going to protect themselves in their country.
Salute, family.
But everybody want to here because of what our ancestors were willing to do to Great Britain during the Revolutionary War. And we helped the world. We helped the world. Did y'all know that there's an airport named after our Tuskegee Airmen on the continent of Africa? But when Africans get here, you think they tell us that? You think they say thank you? No. You don't have no culture. You don't know who you are. How do you know who we are?
Say that again, brother. Say that again.
You don't have no culture. You don't know who you are. How we got no culture? We don't know who we are. We just were flying voluntarily. So you have to fight and fly planes and defend yourself.
They want a white woman. That's
how you know where we from? Go look at the video of all the hell fighters were. That's the only thing I talk about in those comics. This one is called the church. Shout out to Temple University. You ain't gonna know what I'm saying at university. Shout out to Lincoln University.
Cole, what's good, family?
Shout out to South State. You ain't gonna hear what I'm speaking in none of them colleges. I've been in a few colleges. I ain't got no degree. All the degree is hours of study in a specific field of study. 128 hours is 4 years of education. If you study for 16 hours, 8 days a week, you have a 4-year bachelor's degree. Tax me on that. Well, there's a lot of us out here that have spent well over 10,000 educational hours on accurate American heritage. And everything that concerns our family ethically is true. On and off our ancestors' USA source. We out here. Everywhere. Shout out to the gypsies and the millennials. That's my copy, man. I've been trying to use my city for over 20 years. I ain't got time for my cow.
Yeah, it's maybe Philly.
I ain't got time. But I know one day the children and your grandchildren will put you up on the gas.
And the thing is, you got a lot of Black Americans. A lot of Black Americans in there. How you doing? Oh my God, how you doing? Yeah, I'm recording this. Yeah. first. No, I'm not with them. I'm with the Foundation of Black America. I'm just checking, scoping out everything that's going on. I know that's everybody got their own method. I'm just over here doing it my way. I ain't doing it their way. Watching. Yeah.
Philly.
No, we don't. Like, we all know every phone. Okay. A lot of people in there, man. I tell you, listen, man. There's a lady across the street. She over there. Not the one I was showing y'all. Is another lady that's across the street. She over there cussing and breaking shit, throwing. I had to get away from her. She had the police. The police was over there telling her to chill out. That's what she was talking about. I had to get away from that damn lady. She was tripping. I don't know her, so but she was over there going ham, like real ham. But a lot of our people, man, y'all, a lot of our people, like, we used to being hard to each other. But when it come to other groups, man, we let them get away with stuff, man. Like, we too nice to people, man. And that's why I tell them, like, our people, man.
Yeah, we too nice, man. And if we be a little bit mean, they be, boy, it's like the world coming to an end. It's like, boy, it's like we a killer or something. But let me let them go, man.
Old head with the bull, he going hard, but he doing it the right way though. You know, he talking his shit, but he down there. He over there, the lady was over there threatening people and everything. She was doing too much. I can't see the comments, man. I'm mad as shit. I can't interact with y'all because I can't see. Yeah, we couldn't pull up 500 strong because what they did was they were supposed to go to Lincoln University and got shut down, so they came here, but they didn't let nobody know. They tried to, they didn't let nobody know. And they were selling tickets, so the people that bought tickets came in, but a lot of the grassroots people didn't know nothing about it. I got a phone call. I got a phone call about it, and I rushed down here, but the mass of the people didn't know. That's why I went live, so that way I could share it with y'all. Man, I'm mad as shit. I cannot see these comments, man. Let me see. Let me try to turn it this way. If I hold it this way, I can see some of them. I'm gonna have to hold it up like this.
Yeah, hold it up like that.
You said where we at? We over here at Temple University in North Philly. Yeah, if I hold the phone this way, I can see the comments. We over here at Temple University in North Philly. The God of Griftor. And then here in Philadelphia, there's so many Ghanaians that live here in the city itself. Like, it's just so many of them. So, but if y'all, when I first turned on, like the Ghanaian dude I know, he was trying to say that they ain't sellers. He was gonna sit there. They still be on that trying to say that they didn't sell us, knowing damn what they did. Yeah, I know about that. You said you're 10 minutes away. Yeah, man. Had I known, I just got the word out to some people. We could have been down here 500 strong, man. To make our presence felt. Let me get up high. Y'all can see. I'm gonna go over to the other lady so y'all can see her. I ain't going across the street to the crazy lady. I'm gonna go over here so y'all can see the other lady. I need my glasses. I cannot see. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go through the crowd real quick. You saying that if I go to Ghana, they're gonna love me, right? Because I got the money, of course. Some of them might. Some of them might, but you know, some of them might. Hey, we don't think that all of y'all haters. It's the ones that come here that. Now listen, I want you to be honest with me. Be honest with me. Now watch this, right? When we was young, we called y'all African booty scratcher, right? Right? Now hold on. Now I want you to be honest with me.
I hurt the man feel.
And a lot of African cultures inside the household, they talk shit about Black Americans too, right? Come on, bro. Listen.
He went the African booty scratcher too fast. The man heart just dropped. He don't even look. He ready to explain. His whole confidence just went out. Watch this.
To be honest, man. I ain't talking about that when I'm talking about in America. When it comes to America, I'm not talking about Africa. I'm talking about when it comes to America. That's all I'm saying. Got you? Yes. But we can admit that though. Your wife
Black American.
Your wife Black American too? Yes. No, for me. So you took it to the wrong people. No. Hold on, wait. Wait. Don't say you people. That's what you said. No, but you talking to me. Wait a minute. Hold on, but you talking to me now. I want to call him. So you can hear from that. I want to answer a question though. No, I know, but I was trying to talk to you. No, that's what I'm saying. We have a conversation as men. We have a conversation as men. Like when we were young, we were kids, we called y'all African booty scratcher, right? And a lot of Africans say that they didn't like that, right? That they didn't like that, right? Now in our culture, now how long have you been in America? 15 years. Now you know that. What I'm saying, you and our culture. Hold on, let me finish.
Hey, Dream Sadiq, what's good?
That's the point I'm trying to make. Hold on. That's what I'm trying to say. No, some things, now watch this. Some things we might not know, but things that y'all don't know. It's like both ways. No, like I said. She was born in let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. No feeling. I was so there for you. Yes. When they called you African booty scratcher back in the day, how did that make you feel? It made you feel bad. You know why? Why would you feel bad? I feel like how can a black person like me calling me that? Now let me respond to that. Yes. Now you said your wife is African American, right? Yeah. Now you've been here long enough to know the culture, right? And you know the culture. Wait a minute. So do you know when you got called African booty scratcher, we called you what we called ourselves. Everybody was calling that. That's something that. Hold on. See now, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had to run for your life from Black Americans trying to kill you? Yes. Huh? Yes. Just some random? Huh? Yes. So Black Americans trying to kill you? I want y'all to see this. 78 and August. I'm showing you evidence. Now hold on. Was they doing that because you was African, or was doing that just because you was African? Yes. Huh? I want y'all to see hear this, right?
Oh, get out of here, fam.
You filmed it? You filmed it? 24th of January, 2024.
Yeah, get out of here.
I'm gonna show you. But I want you to show you that. But I'm gonna ask you something. I want you to be honest with me. You wanna be honest with me? I'll be honest. All right. Hold on. We got 300 people watching, right? Look what they did. Somebody try to do something. Okay, I got you. Black America is not right? I pick him up. So listen. Where you live at? You live in America. Yeah, but you live in America, right? Yeah. So that's crime in America. Oh, yeah, it's crime in America, right? Crime everywhere. That's okay. So let me ask you a question. So why don't you understand? No. We know that. Hold on. Listen to me. Listen to me. You're not listening to me. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying, I'm asking you a question, right? I admitted that we called your African police. This is what I'm asking you. Because hold on. I'm showing you. I see it. No, I'm asking you a question. I'll wait till you finish because I can ask you my question. You don't let me ask you my question because you trying to avoid the question.
One of our women,
I want you to be honest. In African households, a lot of Africans stay away from Black Americans. You're not being honest, bro. No, I'm gonna tell you how I know this. I'm 51 years old, right? I'm 40 years. Now watch this. I grew up in Southwest. I grew up around Africa. No, listen. I grew up around Africa. No, I ain't talking about in Ghana. I'm talking about when they come to America. Yeah. When they come to America, there's a lot of, now watch this. You may not be that, but can we honestly admit that there's a lot of Africans that say a lot of bad things about Black Americans? Even me, I say. So that's what I'm saying. There you go. Hold on. Even me, I say it. I'm not lying. I swear. That's all I was asking. I'm a Muslim. Go ahead. I swear. Okay. I tell you the truth. I also say the same thing. Okay. So what happened to me? Right. Because I've been living here for a while. Right. My same Black American. Right. Who tried to do something bad to me. I feel bad because I think right person should do it. So that I can feel something like, oh, this white person doing it. So I mean, so you've been here 15 years, right? Yeah, so that happened to you from this happened to you, right? No, wait. But you around scores of Black Americans, right? Hold on. And you know darn well that's not something that happens. So how you generalize all of us for one incident? I've been shouting about a Black American before. I don't think all Black Americans are bad. How do you generalize the African? No, that's why. Remember, I did not ask you. Remember, I said. Look, I said, I'm going to ask you a question, be honest. I said, when you come to America, are there some, I said, not you, because you said you married to a Black American woman, right? Right. So hold on. So hold on. So listen to what I'm saying. But in African circles, they talk bad about us. That's the only, no, I know, but that's the only thing I was asking. But remember, I didn't generalize all Africans. I'm asking you. Because why did you say that? Because majority of the time I drove Uber. Any Black Americans that I pick up, I end up having an issue with them. So, but wouldn't it be safe to say in all your years you encounter more good things with Black Americans than the bad things? So every time you encounter Black Americans, it's bad. That's what y'all to hear this, right? So you encountering me, is it bad? No, so let me ask you. You asked me my job. No. What I'm saying is, in everyday of your life since you've been here, you see Black Americans. Every day is something bad. Every day is something bad. So let me ask. Look, hold on. Now y'all hearing this? When I'm driving my car, and you are in my car as an Uber, driving you, and then no, don't go this way. Just go this way. Is this argument? No, just come down and talk to me. They're not gonna come down. They just wanna yell at you. So let me ask you a question, because I'm hearing you. Yeah. What do you think as Black Americans feel about a lot of Africans that come here? They feel like they're not blacks. No. I'm gonna give you something, right? You know how many times me as a Black American? No, listen to me. Hear me out. No, you about to overtalk me. You're not listening to me. You know what we're talking about? I always argue with my wife about this. Let me ask you. Now, why do you think you argue with your wife about it? Because I'm gonna tell you why. No, listen to me. There's a lot of things about us that you're miseducated about. Now, listen to what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do you understand how many times we encounter Africans? Remember, you said somebody that look like you, right? Well, y'all call and say that we're not Africans. No. Listen to me. No. Hey, listen to what I'm saying. No, listen. Okay, she said it, but let me tell you why. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Now you got to see. You expressed it from your side, right? Listen to me.
He don't want to listen. He looking all around. You gotta bust him across his head.
I'm just doing this for y'all because we all know. When we believe. You said we believe. No.
Let me ask you. You told me to cut off your head
Right? You get no. Well, you said the worst thing that ever happened was us bullying you in middle school. No, you don't. I didn't say that. You don't understand the culture, bro. My name is I'm from Ghana. I'm from Ghana. I'm from Ghana. I'm from Kumasi.
Look at me. In Ghana, he would be called Sassy and Black. She would be called True, which means dark. That's true.
Was it slang?
So let me ask you a question.
I went there 2 years.
I got you. Let me ask you a question though. Ghana has its challenges and their issues too with violence too, right? Amongst Ghanaians, right? So hold on, say this. No, hold on, wait. Let me speak for a minute. What I'm saying is, everywhere you go, right, you're gonna have issues, right? So now you have things going on in Ghana. Why a lot of Ghanaians come here, right? When you come here, you have the issues. What I'm saying is this, right? Have you ever took your time to study our culture and understand our story and our history and who we are? Huh? You did it. What did you learn? What did you learn?
They're so full of it.
He don't know that. He don't know that.
So what's the rebellion? Name one rebellion. No. I don't understand you. You understand, right?
No. I remember being around them immigration. They don't like our women, bro. You know, they be. I mean, you gonna see some of them get with them, but we don't got that connection like they got. They always get with their people. Generally, everybody always stick with their people, they tribe.
Okay, look. All right, listen. I talk fast. Look.
It's not the same. Okay, I got you. So let me ask you a question. When you go to UK, United Kingdom, you generally understand. Of course. No, he's saying he don't understand. Let me ask you a question. What's the Nationalization Act of 65? 65 in America? Yeah, what happened? I don't have any business with that. Right. Why you have no business with that? I don't have any business. No, hold on, listen to me. Because you said when something happened to you from some Black Americans, something Black, do you know in this country that we fought for y'all to come in? No. See, wait. No, I got this. Listen to what I'm saying to you. This is why. No. But this is good. No, listen. Hold on. No.
Let them
go. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying to you. No. Hold on. No. Listen to what No.
All that bush meat.
No, I got you. Listen to what I'm saying. This is the part where no, we're not mad. No, we're not mad. We're not mad. Listen to him. He's not mad. No, I know him. He's not mad. I'm telling you, he's not mad. You don't know the culture, bro. You don't know the culture. He's not mad. Now, let me say something to you. You don't know, man. Let me explain this. I'm listening to you. Go ahead, talk to me.
The reason why I'm saying this is because you see, when I say something, you see how it's reaction. This is why we're talking about Black Americans. You see his reaction.
So do you believe? No, what's his reaction?
I'm good.
No, he just said don't touch him. It wasn't no.
I'm trying to explain like how you don't understand Africans.
But you don't understand us.
Exactly.
So two groups that don't understand each other. That's all I'm trying to. So let me ask you a question though, and be honest though. Be honest with me. No, but you talking to me. Let me ask, because you said. So who you think got y'all here? The white man? You think the white man got y'all here? No, listen, no. You didn't come here by. No, you had to get permission to come through here. It's paper.
KTV, you just came in the chat. What country that is? You put that flag on. KTV Radio Canada. Oh, that's Canada's flag. KTV, you came in here flagging, man.
Working things you had to do to get. So you just can't. You just got. No, listen. You just got to. No. Now you've been dishonest, bro. You've been dishonest. Okay. Bro, you've been discontinuous now. That's sad. So you just got on the plane and came.
Fam, you can't be coming in people's chat, bro, throwing your flag like that, man. You know, we got a rule over here in America. You can't be flagging. You can't be flagging coming into the set.
Yes. So you illegal. So we gonna call ICE. We gonna call ICE. No, we gonna call ICE. Get out of here. smile on his face. So, all jokes, hold on, I'm gonna say this before I go. All jokes aside, though, because you gave me your spiel. I'm gonna leave you with something, and why there's a lot of tension, right? When I make the statement that,
yeah, because showing your flag in certain places is an act of war, family. If you like throwing your flag up, are you in America? What country are you in right now? KT Radio Canada, KTV Radio. What country are you in right now? Why you putting wow, fam? It's just like you came in just throwing up your flag like in here. You feel me? Yeah, it's like you just throwing up your flag. It's like, damn, fam, it ain't. So we're enemies? No, ain't nobody said we enemies, but when you throwing flags up, it just you coming into somebody's chat. Where are you at right now? Are you in Barbados? Yo, well, why you trying to act like you so surprised? We just trying to let you know, put you on code. You feel me? So when you going places, you ain't around here throwing your flags. It's cool to have pride with where you come from, fam, but when you just throwing flags in there, are you in America? KTV Radio Canada. I'm Canada born, Barbados descent. Okay, but right, you do what they do here in America. So you trying around in Canada and you throwing up your flags. I'm Canadian. Okay, you in Canada. Okay, he in Canada. Well, here in America, you know what I mean? All of that flagging and throwing your flags in the chats and everything, you kind of get a little, you know, everybody get to have pride with Black Americans. You gonna follow codes here. Yeah, man, we can't be with all that flag.
about listen to him when I'm saying to you. When I make the statement about how you guys got here, right? You guys don't take the due diligence to understand and respect us and what we've been through and how. Listen, I'm saying we had love for y'all. When y'all come in, we find out that y'all claim that y'all love us, but y'all don't love us the way.
No. So you love me?
Huh? We had love for y'all for years, and a lot. You know what? And I'm not saying. Hold on, look. Oh, go ahead, man. You all over the place. I'm not saying it might not be you per se, but you know how many times Africans come and say, no, I'm doing this for y'all. I just want y'all to see. I'm just having fun right now, y'all.
Family is not war over a flag. You got to know the climate. You got to read the room right now. It's a lot of people coming in our country with different flags, and they taking advantage of our resources right now. So coming into certain people's chat, throwing your flag is considered disrespectful because people talking bad about the lineage. We having a lot of, issues where people are trying to, capitalize off of the trauma that our ancestors went through. So when you coming in somebody's space and you just throwing your flag, it comes off in America as disrespectful, fam. We ain't ask you, like if somebody asks you where you from and you like Barbados and when you come into a chat, you just spamming your flag into a chat. It's like, yeah, you the one started this banging. You started that. Yeah, he ain't put the Canada flag up there, but I'm just saying all of that flagging it just get irritating, bro. You come into people's chat like we ain't with all of that. Jamal, a Canadian wouldn't think. Okay, you rep where you from, but you come. The first thing you said in our chat, you was like, "What's up, chat?" You had to, you was banging your flag. Yeah, cause FBA hostile. We ain't hostile, bro. I'm just saying, if you had a whole bunch of people in your country, but came in there and just throwing their flags, you would feel the same way. We'll go to their chats then and rap it with them. Right. When you go into somebody chat or somebody's space, bro, and you repping flags, it's kind of seeming like you trying to antagonize us. You feel me? You being juvenile. And we putting you on code. It ain't like we, you know what I'm saying that we want to do something to you. We just letting you know, be cautious doing that, brother. People take that as disrespectful. And you taking it as we just disrespect you. No, we trying to put you on game that watch yourself, family. You ain't got to show us where you from, family. That's what I'm saying. I'm showing you where I'm from. Especially flag blocker. He just coming in flagging. It's like, you know, that's gang politics, fam. You coming in. You know this a FBA. You know this a FBA space. You seen the title. It said loyal to the soil, FBA conversation. So you feel like, damn, I'm gonna go on FBA chat and just throw my flag up. Yeah, I'm gonna bang my flag. But if we give you that kind of energy, you're gonna be like, hey, what you doing? I wouldn't never go to somebody chat, fam, and just be like, yeah, man, I'm Black American, FBA in here. Like, it's like, bro, what are you doing? We don't be doing that. You ain't finna find us going to nobody's space and we throwing flags in there. Like, yeah. It's like that's a direct, like, trying to challenge us, bro, by them even throwing a flag in there. And that was your first content. That was your first message. They hiding their flags on natural for real. See, that's how I know he out of Canada. Because here in America, they already know now, look, we can't be doing that. You know, all of that flagging is like we're seeing less of all of that flagging. But I could tell he from Canada because he don't know the temperature around here right now. For real, that's how they feel. If it's an FBA chat, I want to bang where I'm from. Like, bruh. Antagonizing us, want us to snap. They know what they doing. They want to get a reaction. We just trying to check them. Like, look, dog, don't be going in people chat, bro, just throwing flags up. Man, that ain't. Like I said, we ask you where you from. Oh, I'm from Barbados. Well, bro, ain't nobody ask you where you from. You just coming in there. Oh, this where I'm from. That's sound like some gang stuff to me. You know, it sound like you want some gang activity. Yeah, just being disrespectful for real. Put a flag on the play. Come in with that passive aggressive. Yeah, then call us hostile. That's what I'm saying. That's what they do. It's like they trying to provoke. He came in with the flag. He already knew, you know, we ain't going for that. Put his dad Drake. Drake done sent somebody in the chat, man. He don't know the temperature in Barbados. For real, they don't do that. They ain't do that. Trying to bang in our chat like that because they know it's FBA. Yeah, all kind of flags come in here, but we talked about that on this channel. Like, bruh, we've been seeing less and less people in America. They out here banging their flags. They not doing that no more because they know that it's disrespect. This dude in Canada, you know, he throwing up his Barbados flag. We don't even know what flag it is. We trying to figure out what it is, what you throwing up. Is it a gang? Is it what is it? You feel me? I don't know what y'all got going on. Mama Lisa put Sister Soldier laying down listening. I got him. Come in here and get ran off the block. That's how we got to do it. Call Dog got us. Call Dog be holding us down, but yeah, we want to, like Mama Lisa said, we gotta we be wanting to educate them first. Cause sometimes, but he knew exactly what he was doing. They be knowing what they doing. Sister Soldier laying down. Listen, I got him. Dang, Mama Lisa done clipped him that quick. Mama Lisa sitting back like a little sniper, waiting to kick somebody out the chair. Y'all trying to make an example out of somebody. For real, they know what they be doing, man. They see FBA and they be ready to start drama. Start something. Trying to go viral. Yeah, it do. That's why we don't be trying to. It do, call dog. That's why we be trying to, we trying to kill them with intelligence. That's how we really trying to handle people. With intelligence, precise, and hit them where it hurts. Like say something that it know it's gonna stick to them. Bam. Blocking opposing voices. No, we ain't block. We are blocking that trolling behavior, bro. That trolling behavior. You came in here, man. Dang, y'all, he's still in here. He came back to life. Shoot him again. Shoot him again. He's still breathing. You put I'm here. What you mean blocking opposing voices? I understand and agree, but it real flags aren't offensive, idiot. Yeah, man. Shoot. Hey, man down, man. Attack. We're gonna put them. Hey, we're gonna put them. We got you up out of here, family. Somebody gonna kick. Yeah, man. We don't never go in nobody chat and be throwing up our flags. Like, we don't be doing that. That's directly disrespectful, fam. Come in the FBA chat, salute them. You don't come in the chat throwing up your flag. How come your ancestors failed you fleeing Barbados? You feel me? They make us have to say something about them because the type of things they be doing. They be antagonizing us. I'm telling y'all, how come your ancestors failed you? Shout out to Volo, man. Yeah, I wanted to show y'all this before we dang. I can't find it no more, y'all. That's crazy. What you put Battleship B1? Yeah, man. Ainsworth had to clip him. Shout out to Philly, man. Philly came through again tonight. Queen G, like, look, I'd be cutting people off. Listen, we trying to do it the right way around here, but yeah, look, sometimes we got to get them up out of here. Yeah, they are always the aggressors. We just be playing defense, but how we play it, it's like we gonna take it there once we know they there, and they don't like that part. Salute to Philly, for real. Salute to Philly, man. Philly came through the night. Street Media TV, man. Salute to the FBA. We undefeated. Fam, we are undefeated since we came out. The lineage is undefeated. There's nothing nobody can say. I felt some disrespect coming, Water. For real, I did feel it too. It was coming. It was already calling us idiots. He already didn't like us. Just to put that flag in there, it's already a problem. They be just trying to make a problem. But it be good for content sometimes. Embarrassing them is good to show everybody, but they don't be wanting to come up no more. After we done embarrassed a lot of them, they don't be wanting to come up no more. It's like, what can they say? You know what I'm saying? All wins in our future. For real. They know we undefeated. It's like trying to fight Mike Tyson in his prime, you know? Mama Lisa, new name, Soldier Sister. What? I seen something, Mama Lisa. Who called Sister Soldier? What was that I seen? Mama Lisa done got one of them names. She got enough from the Black Panther. Sister Soldier. That sound like you handling business. Mama Lisa. We find out Mama Lisa got a few bodies on Mama Lisa got a few bodies under her belt. Sister Soldier. Hold on, what you just said? It's gonna be Mama Lisa new nickname. Sister Soldier. Sister Soldier. Shout out to Sister Soldier, man. Yeah, that was intentional. Yeah, y'all, they coming, man. You know they coming. Anytime I put FBA in the title, it seems like they come. Salute, man, everybody. I appreciate everybody for tapping this one in. God, I've been calling me that for a long time. Called out and gave you your new name, your new nickname, Sister Soldier. Keep all the artillery at Mama Lisa's house, man. Sister Soldier. But yeah, y'all. Today Thursday, we lit tomorrow. We're gonna have another show for tomorrow, man. We're gonna try to keep it good. Put Mama coming through with the fro. Not the fro. Not the fro. Salute, man. Salute. Check out that Roz Cod Leopard Eats face. Yeah, when is the next Discord? The next Discord meeting, man, we're going to do for Sunday. What's today, Thursday? I mean, not Sunday, it's Monday. Monday at 10. Yeah, we're going to try to have one. I know Call Dog threw one Wednesday. I'm going to have to rap with Call Dog because maybe we can have a, different sectors of meetings. But AM or PM, man. Y'all know we the late night channel, man, over here. I ain't gonna say late night. It'd be late night on my end. But starting at 1 p.m. tomorrow night, bro. 10 p.m. tomorrow night. Yeah. Tomorrow night on the live. I'm gonna start. Yeah, start on the live. Salute. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have it to where I'm gonna get with Ainswell. I mean, not Ainswell, but Call Dog, man. J Money, how did you know that I have a fro? Mama, we know you got that fro. You got that old school fro. Salute to the soldier. That's what came to mind. Soldier sister. You gonna think of what's the lady who went to Cuba? Shakur. Asada Shakur. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man, for tapping in, man. We live tomorrow and Sunday. we definitely gonna talk. We may, y'all catch me on that Discord because I just may be talking Saturday. We may do a little something on that. Just trying to speak more and get more things going. I'm gonna miss y'all tomorrow. I gotta see New York. I gotta see NYHYSN. Okay. What's that? For real, salute to the shot of corn. Yeah, man. I may have to hit the streets, man. We may have to start hitting the Florida streets. That look fun, just interviewing people. Stay vigilant, fam. For real, that one brother. Appreciate you, man. Oh, my husband, Ralph. Oh, okay. All right, Levon. Tell us how it went. I hope you enjoy yourself. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna be on tomorrow. Salute to Levon. That one brother, man, always holding me down. Ames Well, Tania, Sergeant King. You got Angela Davis. Yeah, Angela Davis was classic. That's one of them ones. First class citizen, man. J Money, Mama Lisa. Volo TV, The Truth. Everybody who came in tonight, man. Queen G. Adrienne, everybody who tapped in. Chuck, man. Yeah, the haters had to come in flagging. Almost set tripping. But yeah, family, I love and appreciate y'all, man. Y'all tap in if y'all can, man. Tomorrow we're gonna go in and I'm gonna probably do something on the Discord or for the members on Saturday. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna let y'all know tomorrow. So peace and love, family. Y'all know how we do, man. We got a Operation Blackout Shortstop, so we got to make sure we spend with us because don't nobody care about us but us. So peace and love, family. I love y'all. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. 10 p.m. tomorrow. I'm gonna give y'all all of the updates about Saturday tomorrow or through the Discord. So y'all tap in with me. Love. We always gonna look out for each other. Y'all know how we do.